No, heaven said don't be goddamn it. My country right, that's okay. It's not. I'm not here to your love respect. And today is currently September 13th, 2025. Always be yourself in those intentions. To the genuine ones, I truly appreciate the time. I truly hope that you continue to heal, regardless to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself with those intentions. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. I worship the good God with no misintentions, and I say that respectfully. We may not pray the same, but I ain't got hate in my vein. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. You're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. Never give up on yourself when someone says you don't have potential, and I say that respectfully. You matter and you're worthy. My content is not for everyone. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater. What about you? Stop the violence in the community. Stop the violence in the community. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Never give up on yourself because someone's sending you the evil lie. They try to size you up, but healing actually hits different when it comes to go from maturing. You ain't have to go tick with tack with somebody at the end of the day. You put it in God's hands. They would never understand how God spent the block when folks throwing you the evil lie. They would never understand your point of view, how you actually love yourself to truly be authentic at the end of the day. Or because you were speaking up for yourself, God was truly showing you guidance when it comes to being emotionally stable. They try to shortchange your vision they can relate to. Hold on 1 second, finding faith when it comes to your confidence. It wasn't a mistake. Never allow someone to discourage you because they have to project the hate train when it comes to someone's tax bracket. How someone tries to discourage you, but God was showing your point of view. God uplift you when you couldn't even see at the end of the day to understand that you truly are worthy. Never give up on you. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully, and that's okay. No, I haven't said don't be goddamn. My content is okay. Entertainment purposes only. I'm not here. Genuine love, respect. Never allow someone to make you feel like you're not beautiful or you're not handsome enough because someone decides to play with magic or play with sport in a toxic way because they're dealing with insecurity problems or because they don't want you to elevate or because of the fact that your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, and they want to discourage you or they project a hate crime towards you that they truly trying to plot against you or they don't want you to become your best self vision of yourself when you're just being your own self. Someone disrespected you that day so that your voice didn't matter. But your voice does matter, and I say that respectfully. Never give up on yourself when someone says your voice does not matter. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. Never allow someone to project fear in you because they're trying to dim your light. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And my content is not for everyone. It's not. Never give up on yourself, and I say that respectfully. And this hand purpose only. No, haven't said don't be goddamn it. My content is okay. You then mind your business, then mind your business. You decide to say, you know what, I'm gonna go outside today. I'm gonna get some fresh air. No, they haven't shaked on me. I didn't mean to bump into the son of a bitch. They haven't shaked on me. They bumped into me. Ah! No, for real. You ever bumped into someone and they had to rewrite your whole train of thought was? I didn't have excuse as to, not saying hello or whatever the case may be. You know when someone volunteers to speak to you, something that you didn't ask for? Hello, it is mine about bitch go report anything, son of a bitch. What the fuck you got going on? No, the truth of me. You ever bumped into one of your parents' ex-boyfriends or girlfriends and shit? The one that you didn't like? No, the truth of me. This motherfucker's looking at you trying to have a whole fucking conversation. I don't even like you, ma'am, sir. No, ever tricked off of me. No, but real, a motherfucker would try to postpone a conversation with you at the end of the day. You forgot how you did my mammy? You son of a bitch, fuck you. No, for real, we was never cool at the end of the day. No, ever tricked on me. How a mother be like, yo, what up? Like, excuse me, sir? Ma'am, have a nice fucking day, let alone a life somewhere the fuck else. No, the trade of me. You broke my mammy heart. Have a trade of me. I hope you find peace with you, you son of a bitch. No, remember, a motherfucker will swear up and down. Y'all cool. Y'all ain't got no beef. No, bitch, we got beef. You hurt her fucking feelings. You hurt his feelings. Fuck you. No, remember, a motherfucker be like, oh, how's your parent doing over the case and be? You go fucking ask them why the fuck did you ask me for? Hello, evidently you ain't got no communication with them, so have a nice fucking day. Hello. I never understood that bullshit. You ever bumped into one of your parents' exes or whatever the case may be, and they asking you about your parent? You got their number? No. Oh, sounds personal. Have a good day. Evidently, they don't want to speak to you, let alone they don't want you to know about their whereabouts either. Have a good day. They're breathing. Fine. It's a trade off for me. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself for no one's intentions. I'm not here to love respect, and my content is not for everyone, and that's okay. It was more so he say, she say. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. Hold on. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. Living uptown at the end of the day, I had chicks and dudes throwing sport in a toxic way, trying to cause confusion in my life, all because I understood to respect my faith. Something they come relate to. They said God wasn't real, but I actually knew how to step at the end when God spent the block. Hold on 1 second. They was sending spellwork right to the left so they could rob me mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. He'd be the train of thought for me how these bitches be energy harvesting all someone's energy. I wasn't trying to take your people's spot. It'd be the train of thought for me. They gonna say, hold on 1 second, you're doing too much. But evidently, I wasn't doing enough when I knew how to respect. But I never didn't have to pretend, being authentic. I ain't had to play with spellwork in a toxic way. How y'all play with beauty, magic. Y'all play with people, financial stability. At the end of the day, hacking their devices. Hold on 1 second. I never came across a Brooklyn chick at the end of the day that actually has to go through that tunnel vision. Hold on 1 second. Wait. Now I let somebody bother her, him. Then that's something. That energy still hits different. No, for real. No, for real. Have a good day, son of a bitch. No, for real. I never understood this though. Like people be quick to pick and choose at the end of the day. Is this borough better than this borough? But hold on 1 second. You couldn't even understand your own weather. No, it shaked over me. They said, nah, you're not making no sense. But hold on 1 second. I never understood this. How someone sees that you live in a certain environment. Everybody trying to figure out what you look. Everybody trying to figure out how you move and how you live. And at the end of the day, just to trying to down talk you, play you at the end of the day to rob you mentally, make you mentally unstable. But hold on 1 second, they try to humble you. All because of the fact you was comfortable in your own skin. They was throwing spell work in a toxic way, doing beauty, magic. But hold on 1 second. I didn't adjust that poison. I asked God to restore me for all the right reasons when it came to your weather. That hold on 1 second, you didn't understand your lane. I make you feel so uncomfortable at the end of the day. This becomes y'all know I see at the end of the day, but I wasn't on the same page. When it comes to your lack of soul control, when it comes to your discipline, doesn't matter your tax bracket. How folks actually move like this. Didn't matter your establishment or zip code that you was actually living at the end of the day. Damn. Just because you live in a certain environment, folks sweep and down, you trying to take someone's position, but that was never the case. No, the chance of me. I was never your issue from the beginning. Hello. You know, level yourself to make yourself never dim your light. Hold on 1 second, neighbor, far from the hater. We're not the same neighbor. I guess when you got a flow and you so smooth, you ain't got to do nothing besides be yourself. It bothers someone's mental health. They got to disrespect you out loud. The gang stalking was real because certain folks work in certain different tax brackets. When it comes to technology, at the end of the day, pains you have to be mentally unstable, but you saw what they did that day. When it comes to hacking your devices, how they had this witch, that warlock, that terror, that karmic at the end of the day, your next door neighbor, different tax brackets telling you every move like a bad habit. You ain't have to get physical. They called you a crash, but you was far from that. At the end of the day, far from pretending. They try to blackmail you against you because you truly had potential. Loving yourself, the better yourself, never dim your light. You know, being authentic, that God blueprint. You know, just being original at the end of the day, then it wasn't hard to be authentic. No, it's a shade of me. No. Off the top of my head. Hold on 1 second. You'll be so surprised when I actually put the pen to the paper. You'll be like, oh my God, you had it within you. I'm just being nice in no spot. It'd be the train of thought for me. How folks would disrespect you or allow to kick you down. It didn't matter what borough you lived in at the end of the day. How folks would put you in competition when you was never competing. How folks should try to ruin your reputation at the end of the day. But hold on 1 second. We don't attract the same folks, and I say that respectfully because I don't play with that type of spell work. I ain't gotta dibble and dabble with spell work. I ain't gotta bang on my neighbor's door at the end of the day to cause chaos, confusion, project spoke in a household. And I say that respectfully because I'm being authentic. If you're not for me, I know how to stay in my lane. We ain't the same conscience. Hold on 1 second. We don't have the same conscience when it comes to our blood type. But I still know I respect my neighbor at the end there, and I ain't had to hide behind spoke, because hold on 1 second, that wasn't part of my thing. You know, because I didn't have that type of mindset when it come to having hate. How folks say at the end of the day, God not real, but loving yourself, you was far from mentally ill. Everybody has good and bad days, misunderstanding days. See, I might sound like a breaking record, but at the end of the day, the folks is truly for me. At the end of the day, have to fake to be in my presence. No, that's the same time. No, for real, for real. I let go of the old. The only rest, hold on 1 second. God was truly showing me elevation. That energy is different. Because you know when God closed certain doors in your life, the right people see you to respect you. They ain't sending you the evil lie. I don't gotta play with spell work for you to project yourself because God's really protecting your health. We ain't the same, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself, never dim your light because your neighbor got so much malicious intentions towards you. I'm nice and respect. I may not make sense to the average person, but it's a train of thought for me. I know so many real people at the end of the day. Didn't matter what borough they lived in. They don't gotta dibble and dabble with spell work. And I say that respectfully to pretend to blackmail somebody because, hold on 1 second, someone understood elevation when it comes to maturing. We wasn't in the same tax bracket, let alone the mindset being high vibration will bother certain folks' mental health because you truly woke. It would discourage someone with a low IQ score because they got insecurity problems. They don't know how to stay in their lane. They try to cause a hate crime towards you at the end of the day when it comes to your rainy days. They want to rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Got your next door air hustling so hard to end it. They don't even know if they coming or going. You would have swore up and down. They was a crack addict. That's what they was projected on you. Didn't matter they tags bracket when they was gang stalking you. They made sure at the end of the day, they told you every move. They even try to run in your crib, try to paint you out to be mentally unstable, or because you was truly rare at the end of the day, truly different, being authentic. Hold on 1 second, speaking up for yourself when folks giving you the evil lie. How this type of stuff actually happens. The devil is truly a lie. I worship the good God with no malicious intentions. I knew how to respect my neighbor at the end of the day, even when you was in my presence. It's a train of thought for me. Always be yourself with intentions. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. You're not doing it for likes and views or clout chasing or fame. An individual will have insecurity problems or will have to gather up folks in different tax brackets just to project a hate train towards you. If it gotta take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, over 20 people just to gang up on you at the end of the day, it tells a lot about their character traits at the end of the day. And I say that respectfully. But they say that you mentally unstable. When you ain't got nothing besides be yourself. How someone took your kindness or weakness to disrespect you, try to humiliate you at the end of the day, to paint you out to be the villain in their story because they wanted to control the narrative. How you got two next door neighbors in different tax brackets in different communities at the end of the day, projecting spoken and toxic when it comes to your walls. And I say that respectfully, I don't mean no disrespect, but hold on 1 second. When you truly woke at the end of the day, you know who's playing spell on you. I don't live in fear and I would never hurt myself. How you got folks that's right across from you, regardless if it's across your street, your next door neighbor in any tax bracket sending you spell work. They said nobody gonna hear your voice because they the ones who's got you shadow banned. They the ones controlling your emails at the end of the day when it comes to, hold on 1 second, what happened to God's plan. They the ones behind that fake email account, painting you out to be someone that you truly wasn't. You're supposed to be present that day to try to ruin your reputation. They was behind that phone call too. The way AI set up at the end of the day, they was sweeping it down. That was your point of view. How this type of stuff actually happens. When it comes to someone gang stalking you, hacking your devices, or someone projecting spoken in a toxic way, let alone they behind closed doors, energy harvesting off your energy. But when you call your energy back, they still be behind closed doors sending spoken in a toxic way. They be feeling like, hold on 1 second, I'ma project spoken so you could be housebound. But hold on 1 second, you a popular loner. You like to be in your own closed environment. You know, your sanctuary where you can pray at the end of the day. You barely like people that say that respect because folks be truly pretending. No, I didn't say that. You be trying to protect your goddamn energy. I mean the train of thought for me. It's a train of thought for me. How folks would swear that you want their spot. We don't attract the same people, and I say that respectfully. I don't worship the devil. I don't play with spell work. We are not the same. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. I do not project spoke on my neighbor. I don't have it with them at the end of the day, and I say that respectfully. I'm authentic, original, something that you can't relate to. So you had to get physical. You had to go to that karmic, that tarot reader, that warlock, that witch at the end of the day, only to try to kick somebody down because you don't want someone to believe in their faith because of your insecurities. How this type of stuff actually happens. I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. My content is not for everyone. It's disgusting to see if someone has more than you or not at the end of the day. They would send spell work towards you. They will even have people that they grew up with in their community project spell work on you, pay them more to watch your every move, to ruin your reputation at the end of the day. But y'all was never in the same mental health when it comes to tax bracket, and I say that respectfully. Because the wealth that God poured into me, that flow is different, being authentic, a rhythm that you can't relate to when it comes to your pen. Forever tripped over me, goddamn. My cousin, everybody else. Okay. It's not. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Never allow someone to project insecurities on you because they lack self-control. And I say that respectfully. Jealousy and envy is a disgusting drug. And someone could be jealous of you and have more than you still. I never knew that people would do things for likes and views to act like they're homeless nowadays because of a character they're trying to portray. And fake gaslight people at the end of the day. You want emotional support, but you project the spell word energy, all yourself innocent people's energy. Now, I check of me. I gotta go. How someone doesn't want you to elevate. They know people in different tax brackets. They would try to rob you mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Even try to make you homeless. All because they don't want you to elevate. We don't pray the same. But I still don't respect my neighbor. Far from pretending. Being authentic. I'm still healing from a hate crime that was done to me. 7/31/2005. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstand day. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, respect a two-way street. And I say that respectfully. They see you, they hear you, they respect you with no malicious intentions. They're not sending you the evil eye. They're not projecting spoke on you good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. They know how to give you respect when it's due. They don't have hate or jealousy or envy within them. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. And that's okay. Being authentic is not a crime. It's not. Always be yourself. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community. Stop the violence in the community. My content is not for everybody. You know, individuals that can have more than you will have you shadow banned because they don't want you to elevate or prosper in life. But we don't pray to the same God because God was never for likes and views of cloud chasing or fame. And the same people that you attract, I may not attract. The people I attract, you may not attract. Everybody's not for you. It's just like everybody's not for me. But respect a two-way street. When the right people truly for you. I'm not here to, respect and I'm far from a hater. Gang stalking is real, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless they had me shadow banned or not. And I say that respectfully. I love myself. Someone would try to project their insecurities on you, and they would send spell work towards your way. It doesn't matter if they have more than you or not. Never allow someone to dim your light because you are beautiful, you are handsome, and self-love starts within. Never give up on yourself because someone didn't know how to respect you because of a lack of self-control. And I say that respectfully. No mother or father or loved one should lose a child due to someone having jealousy or hate or envy within them. Or no mother or father should lose a child due to someone sending a child an evil eye. Or someone is projecting a hate crime towards their child because of someone's insecurities. It didn't matter if someone lived in a one-family household or not, or a two-family household at the end of the day. My content, everybody. Protect your energy, protecting your family, stay out of trouble, stop the violence. Have a safe year, day, evening, week, weekend. You matter, you're worthy. I'm not here, genuine love, respect. And when it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always did since day one. Regardless of who's in the background trying to blackmail me against me, I work alone when it comes to my creativity. Always be yourself. Being yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. You know, someone would see that you motivate them, you inspire them, but they would never give you respect when it's due at the end of the day. They would rather send you the evil lie, and as you'd say, two fucks to you at the end of the day. But when you pour into yourself, never get discouraged because they wasn't cheering you on. Never get discouraged because they were sending you the evil eye. Never get discouraged because they had to gather a hate train towards you, or because you don't want to give your neighbor credit when it was due. You don't have to know somebody to give someone respect. You don't have to know someone to give them flowers when it's due. And I say that respectfully. I'm not a genuine respect, and I'm far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no intentions. Someone will truly be inspired by you and will try to kick you down in the process, all because you just want to choose you. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? Stop the violence in the community, stop the violence in the community. I'm not here genuine respect. And when it comes to my creativity, regardless of who hacked my emails or devices or accounts, or who is behind controlling my telephone phone calls or whatever the case may be, or trying to control my mail, I would never hurt myself. And I say that respectfully, and I do not live in fear. I don't fear the devil, let alone the enemy. I'm not here genuine love respect. They say, where's your God at now? When they trying to bring harm to you. They say, where's your God at now? When they send you spell work. So you won't even recognize yourself. I put everything in God's hands. I love myself and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. I'm far from a hater. Always be yourself and with intentions. Peace and respect, should they bust the ones? You made it well, them you like. Gotta go, neighbor, them you like. I'm nice to respect. Have a good day.